The sun rose, painting the battlefield red. A sea of steel and banners stretched across the plain. Jivan stood among his comrades. He was a young warrior, untested in battle. Fear gnawed at his heart. He gripped his sword, a family heirloom. Its weight felt reassuring. The enemy outnumbered them. Their drums pounded like thunder. He felt a tremor run down his spine. He remembered his training. His father's words echoed in his ears. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to fight despite it. The first horn blast ripped through the air. The enemy charged, a wave of screaming fury. Jivan's heart pounded against his ribs. He raised his shield, bracing for impact. The world became a maelstrom of steel and fury. Clashes of metal, screams of the wounded, and the war cries of the combatants filled the air. Jivan fought with the ferocity of a cornered animal. He pushed back against the enemy's onslaught. Each swing of his sword was a prayer to the gods. His body moved with a grace honed by years of training. He felt a strange exhilaration amidst the chaos. The enemy pressed their advantage. Jivan's comrades fell around him. He found himself surrounded. Fear threatened to overwhelm him. He saw a gap in the enemy ranks. Their standard-bearer stood proud, a beacon of their advance. Jivan took a deep breath, remembering his father's words. He charged into the heart of the enemy. He fought like a man possessed, his sword a whirlwind of death. He reached the standard-bearer. With a mighty roar, he struck him down. The enemy faltered. Seeing their standard fall, their advance crumbled. Jivan's comrades rallied around him. They pushed forward with renewed vigor. The tide of battle turned. The enemy routed. Jivan stood amidst the carnage, his body weary but his spirit unbroken. He had faced his fears and emerged victorious. He was no longer a boy but a warrior. The sun, now high in the sky, seemed to shine brighter. A new day had dawned.